I wasn't even planning on making this video because it's pretty late, but I wanted to make these before I forget because one of these is absolutely blind buy safe and backup bottle worthy. First thing that I'm gonna do is clip the mic and tell you guys to go ahead and subscribe and also check out my fragrance, which is available down in the description. AROMATIX in French Avenue, Carnal Desire, and Royal Taboo. Niche quality stuff, presentation for less than 80 bucks. It's like $59.99 right now on Joma Shop. Limited time stock, and possibly when I release this video, it'll be gone. So we've got Coco Morado and Arsh. Arsh means throne. And Coco Morado means, I have no idea, just means Coco Morado. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think Coco Morado means something. Let's see. I don't know what Coco Morado. It means this fragrance. So the first thing you're gonna notice is that it comes in one of these majestic bottles. And although the bottle isn't anything majestic, it just has a very good track record for being amazing fragrances. Liquid Brune came in this one. Luscious came in this one. We also have Azur Oud, which came in this one. And all three of those fragrances are phenomenal. Performance, projection, all that good stuff. Liquid Brune smells like ambroxan, vanilla, ambers, and some cinnamon. It does remind me a lot of Altair. It actually has its differences that shine, in my opinion, better than Altair, lasting to the next day on clothing. Luscious has this pistachio cream and ice cream style DNA that lasts also to the next freaking day. I find it to be unisex, feminine leaning though. And then lastly is going to be Azur Oud, which is this medicinal style of oud and a lot of this very strong passion fruit, which is tropical in a sense, but very oudy and smoky. That one does lean on the masculine side of things for sure. But all are very epic, and they all started a new era, especially for French Avenue, of high quality ass fragrances, especially the ones that use oud, that I personally have never seen done at this price range. Coco Morado, being the most recent drop in this bottle, has some pretty enticing notes, including cinnamon, davana, cardamom. There's also ginger. I see a lot of the notes here that aren't actually right on Fragrantica per the box itself. There's also the note of dates. I don't believe that this one has any. This one doesn't have any cocoa butter, but it's got dates, incense, davana, oud, cinnamon, also that ginger and cardamom as well. What this fragrance actually reminds me of, or smells like I should say, is a oud-based fragrance with a lot more aromatics. It tames that medicinal inky vibe. It almost smells like if Azur Oud or Oud Marcuja vibes had an elixir. So it tones down some of that raunch and masks it with a lot of sweeter accords, making it A, easier to wear, B, more mass appealing, and C, a bit sexier, less oriental. The sweetness coming from the note of dates, adding a bit of a raunch and another dimension to the whole oudy vibe coming from the aromatic davana, which kind of smells like tea, taming everything down, covering up a lot of that medicinal inky oud, and also including that spiced cardamom, which gives it the sexy factor to it. It doesn't smell anything like Oud Marcuja nor Azur Oud, but there really isn't much else to go off of here because this is a pretty unique scent profile. I believe that it might be inspired by something similar to Oud Cadenza, so it's no surprise that it's also going to have a similar style of oud you'll find in Oud Marcuja. I have to emphasize though, it's completely different and it does tone down the medicinal oud significantly. And what this one ends up drying down into, and what I get a hefty dose of, is going to be labdanum and this leather accord. So leathery, oudy, but also more sweet coming from the dates. It's a light sweetness along with the aromatic davana and spiced cardamom. It's very different. There isn't anything like this on the market aside from something like Oud Cadenza, and that's why I'm not really giving too many other, smells like or references, because I honestly don't know many fragrances that smell like this. So that in itself does give it some bonus points in my opinion in terms of uniqueness and in terms of bang for buck. You're getting a fragrance that doesn't really smell like any other scent except for Oud Cadenza, obviously, and that in itself goes for like 340 and 350 bucks. Of course, it's not going to be the same quality of oud considering the price point, but for what it's doing, it absolutely smells much more expensive than the price tag. Ambery, oudy, leathery, but also sweetened and a mild touch of some spice. Lastly, easier to wear than Azur Oud, Oud Marcuja, and all of those because it does take a backseat, mellow things out, kind of giving me that whole elixir vibe to that DNA. Take that very lightly. It's not an actual elixir of it, and it doesn't smell much like Azur Oud. I don't really have much to go off of, so that's the best thing that I could think of at least. Now, next one is called Arsh, and this means throne. My God, this is amazing, and it's amazing in every mass appealing way. Citrus forward, specifically lemon, aromatic, and powdery woods with this musky and slightly sweetened tonka bean dry down. Masculine, sexy as fuck, signature scent worthy, and lasts almost the entire freaking day. This reminds me of one of my favorite Allure fragrances or fresh scent, which is Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Classic, modern, attention-getting, and very masculine. There's something about that aromatic musk that does this recreation of a more authentic style, similar to that of in Allure, and that's their signature that they're known for, is that aromatic, woodsy style of musk that this one actually grabs. There's another scent that I was obsessed with, Arba Za'faran El Dirham Gold, and that was more towards just the Allure Homme Sport. I really appreciated that one because it did something similar with the musk, but it wasn't nearly as strong as as this one. And not only that, this one does the infusion of that lemon, and the Edition Blanche is my favorite flanker of all time when it comes to the Allure line. For the longest time, people were asking me, do you know a fragrance, Neve? Do you know a fragrance that, you know, is in that vein or whatever, smells like it? And for the longest time, I would say no, but that ends today. This is an extrait. It lasts the entire day on clothing, and on skin, I got a minimum of 6.5 to 7.5 hours. A 10 out of 10, backup bottle worthy, and I swear to God, the main reason that I made this video is for this fragrance right here, Arsh. Hype worthy, I wore it to the gym, it worked. It got me 2 compliments. If I were to wear it to school, to the gym, to the office, it would work literally everywhere. The Edition Blanche kind of reminds me of an infusion between the Allure Homme Sport, hints of the Eau Extreme, and because of that tonka bean very specifically, but then it also adds this very refreshing and crisp style of lemon, which recreates like this foamy lemon, almost like that of lemon meringue pie, without it going towards the sweet side of things and still keeping it extremely fresh. I'll be rocking this on vacations, on a daily, as a signature, and literally everywhere. You guys, it's that freaking good. It will be coming up on lists. I'm telling you right now, if anything I said appeals to you and you like freshies, this is a must freaking have from French Avenue, and just as a Middle Eastern affordable scent in general. Arsh by French Avenue. And that's pretty much it. Let me check out some of the, I can't even find it right now. Great. All right, well, if it's available by the time this video comes out, I'll put the links down in the description. A sleeper fragrance, I've been seeing a lot of videos on French Avenue's Instagram page, which by the way, if you guys don't know where to find new releases, you can find them all on their short platforms as well as mine. 15 out of 10, must have. And this one, and an 8.4. A really good take. If you like earthy scents, you want it done a little bit more sweet, taming it down, then also worth checking out. For me, Arsh will always be in my collection, and I think every man should have this fragrance in their collection. Just like Allure Homme, the original. I think every man should have that in their collection. My name is Neve. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. It's 8:15 p.m. I came into the studio literally for this. It's that good. Have a good night.